Hi guys, it's me, Dr. Rach, the Global Mentor Coach, and I wanted to do a video this morning, actually at a request. I had tea last night with a friend, and something I said resonated with her so much. She was like, you need to either write a book about that or do a video, but girl, that was awesome. It just really did something for me, and so it really resonated with her. And so I just want to share it with you, and maybe it will empower you in a way that it empowered her. And it's the point I made with her about something was how we tend to hold other people accountable for inside information that we have that they don't. Now, when I say we may have inside information about something, I'm talking about whether we have some type of revelation that we receive about a situation or a person, or we have an open vision or some type of peek into the future that we believe is going to happen. We receive a prophetic word from the Lord, or maybe we're on our job, we're in a leadership position, a management role, and we're not at liberty to share some information that's coming down the pipe just yet. Or maybe you are a government official, you have classified information that, of course, again, you can't share. But we tend to hold people around us accountable for that information. They don't know that information, but we will act like they do and treat them as if they do and expect them to respond accordingly. And that's not right. That's really wrong. We've got to understand this dynamic, and sometimes it's difficult for us to do because, again, we have information and we adjust. We start moving accordingly and expect everybody else around us to fall in line. They can't get in line because they don't even know. So the question that we must ask ourselves, and we've got to figure out, is what do I do with this information? How do I navigate this with the people around me who will be impacted by this information at a later date and time? So it's up to us, those of us who have that inside information, to be stewards of that information. What does it mean to steward something? It's your responsibility to take care of it, nurture it, see it through to the end. That means you may have to ask some questions. That may need to take a pause, listen, understand, so you can know how to best serve people in this with this information. So sit back sometimes and just check yourself. In that regard, it requires what's called self-leadership. You've got to recognize and acknowledge some things and sit back and say, okay, what do I do with this information? How do I govern myself accordingly based on the fact that I have this information, but they don't? How do I navigate? Because it's not about them. It's about you, because you have the information. You can't hold a candle to somebody for something they don't know about. You can't. You just can't. You're blindsiding people. And a lot of people don't respond well when they are blindsided. They just don't. I don't care how mature a person is. Blindside somebody and see what happens. They're in disillusionment. They get shocked. All of these different emotions follow. Why? Because it's like, wait, hold up. Wait. Or then you'll tell them, oh, you just don't want to be held accountable. No, it's not about that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Blindsided. And then people can't respond the way they need to, whether it's, by being well informed, because they don't know what you're talking about. They genuinely don't know what you're talking about. So it's important that when you have inside information, or when you have something that's not been 100% shared, because you're sharing sound bites of something with people, just a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here and a little bit there, that's not fair to the other person. So you have to be the steward. You have to be the person to better manage and handle that, so that the people around you can respond accordingly. Otherwise, you're just going to have anarchy. Otherwise, you're just going to have chaos. Otherwise, you're just going to have confusion. Otherwise, you're going to have people in an emotional upheaval about something they don't even know what they don't even know what you're talking about. You're going to lose some friends through this. You're going to lose some folks, because people don't like being blindsided. They just don't. They don't. So Just a little nugget to you that if you have inside information about something, it's your responsibility, not the other person's responsibility. It's your responsibility to steward that information and figure out how you govern yourself accordingly, not the other person. So thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach. As always, I'm sending you lots of love and light.